My fellow Singaporeans, let's talk about the future we envision for our beloved nation. We cannot afford to wait any longer. We need change now. Just today, I read the words of Dr. Billy Tan, an eye surgeon, who posted a reflection on Facebook. He asked a question that resonates deeply. He asked, what types of partnership results in leaders earning million-dollar salaries while the majority of people need increasing handouts to survive? He speaks of the leaders living in luxury while our families in Singapore, like yours and mine, struggle in ever-shrinking HDB flats. He questions the need for a large rented residence for an extended family when so many of us are raising our children in cramped quarters. He asks, which partner would one choose to be in a system where one prospers while the other struggles? That brings me to the reality we face. Think about it. From 2018 to 2024, our daily commutes have become more expensive, with the bus and MRT fares steadily rising. Our water bills have climbed a painful 30% in 2018, and now an additional 18% increase planned for the last and this year. Now, we felt the sting of rising petrol prices that went up by 23% in 2021. And even the basic necessities aren't spared. You know, the refuse collection fees went up in 2017 and again in 2022, and another increase went up in 2024, with the electricity and gas costs always creeping upwards. Now these, again I repeat, are not isolated incidents. They are a relentless series of price hikes. They are adding to the significant burden in our lives, aren't they? We have also witnessed, if you notice, the impending hike, or which actually is going to be substantially about 35% in 2025 for the MediShield Life premiums. Now this is placing, or is also going to place, even a further significant burden on our healthcare affordability, especially for our elderly and those with chronic conditions. Now, on the other side, for the young people, the escalating costs of university dormitory fees increasing by 7 to 12% are making quality education increasingly out of reach for many of our young people who are trying to build their futures. And let us not forget that 8% and 9% increase in the GST has further strained our already stretched budgets, particularly for the low-income families who are struggling to make ends meet. Now, these are not achievements like some may suggest. These are very real challenges that we face in our daily life. I think of my neighbor, an elderly woman who works long hours as a cleaner just to make ends meet. I think of the young couple I met delaying their dreams of starting a family because they can't afford a bigger home. Now, these are not just statistics. These are stories of real people, our people like you and me, who are struggling under the weight of rising costs and unequal burdens. But my fellow Singaporeans, our dedicated team from SDA believe in a different trajectory for Singapore. We believe in a Singapore where the cost of living doesn't relentlessly outpace our wages. We believe in a Singapore where quality healthcare is accessible to all, where quality education is within reach, and where the fruits of our labor are shared and truly valued. We need a partnership where benefits are equally shared with all, and the SDA team is committed to fighting tirelessly for you, the people of Singapore. We will champion policies that prioritize our needs. We will fight for policies that cap these increases and ensure our wages pace with the rising cost of living. We will advocate for increased government subsidies for healthcare premiums, making them even more affordable for all of us. We will work to make education more accessible, more affordable for young people. We will champion policies that ensure your voices are heard, and policies policies that pave the way for a more equitable and sustainable future for all Singaporeans like you and me. My team and I, with our combined expertise in economics, social policy, in education, and in many other fields, are ready to bring real solutions to the table. On election day, you hold the power to choose. You can opt for a status quo, a partnership where the benefits are clearly not shared, or you can embrace the promise of change with SDA. You can choose us, a team that genuinely understands your struggles and is resolutely committed to fighting for your future. Choose the SDA team. Together, we can create a movement for change. Let us forge a brighter future for Singapore, because your vote is your voice. Let it resonate. Let's build a Singapore where the partnership is truly symbiotic, where everyone benefits and where no one is left behind. Now, you may have noticed that they say competition is good. The PAP brought a huge number of foreigners into Singapore to compete for your jobs. You should therefore bring more opposition parties like the SDA into Parliament to compete for the PAP's jobs. My fellow Singaporeans, my friends, my neighbors, we have always heard that mantra, isn't it? Competition is good. It is the cornerstone of our economic philosophy, you can say. But what happens when competition isn't fair? What happens when it pits Singaporeans like you and me against the flood of foreign talent? They are threatening our jobs. They are threatening our livelihoods, our very sense of security. Now, the PAP, in their pursuit for economic growth, have opened the doors to a massive influx of foreign workers. And while we acknowledge the need for talent, we must ask, at what cost? Are we sacrificing the opportunities for our own people on the altar of unchecked globalization? We see the anxiety is growing. We see the frustrations mounting. Singaporeans are feeling squeezed. We are being pushed aside in our own country. We work hard. We play by the rules. But we see our prospects dimming as we compete for jobs against an overgrowing pool of foreign competition. Now, what's PAP's answer? Brace yourselves. They say, stay nimble, stay flexible, they say. But that's not a plan, my fellow Singaporeans. That is putting their responsibility away, throwing their responsibility away. Singaporeans, we deserve more than platitudes and empty promises. We deserve a government that puts our interests first. And SDA understands your concerns. We understand your frustrations. We believe that Singaporeans should be given a fair chance to succeed in our own country. We believe that our government should prioritize the well-being of our own citizens, not just the bottom line of corporations. And that is why we are here. We are here to be your voice in Parliament, to challenge the status quo, to demand accountability. We are here to fight for policies that protect Singaporean jobs, that promote fair competition, that ensure a level playing field for all. Now, you may have seen that image that speaks a powerful truth, that competition is good. But let's have real competition in Parliament, I say. Let us bring in more opposition voices like from the SDA. Let us bring more diverse perspectives. Let us bring more representatives who will fight for the interests of ordinary Singaporeans like you and me. Don't let the PAP have the monopoly on power. Don't let them silence the voices of dissent. Don't let them dictate our future. This election, you have a choice. You can choose to perpetuate the same old system, the same old policies, the same old disappointments, or you can choose change. You can choose a party that will stand up for you, SDA, that will fight for your rights, SDA, that will build a better future for all Singaporeans like you and me. Choose the SDA. Choose a voice that will be heard. Choose a future where Singaporeans like you and me come first. Thank you.